That's a good crappie, whatever that, if it is crappie. Yep. Is that a black nose? Yeah. That's the first black nose I've ever caught out of here. All right. Got ourselves a crappie. That's a keeper, no doubt about it. For our first crappie of the day, that's good. In you go there, big boy. So today, what I am doing is using a 1/80th, yes, 1/80th of an ounce jig head with an 1.25 inch bobby garland right there. Compared to my finger, not my finger, my ring, look how tiny that little bait is right there compared to it. Just a little slip cork bobber setup, a micro slip cork bobber setup. And I got the bobber stop. I know it's probably hard to see, but I got it right there. So from the bobber stop to the bait, that's about, at the most, 2 feet, at the most. And all I'm doing is just throwing it out here where they're chasing the shad. Nothing more, nothing less. Get the dip net ready. Didn't have it ready earlier. Had to go chase it while I was trying to reel in that little crappie there. There he is. And that is a very, very good crappie. I hope I've got him buttoned up good enough. Holy cow. This is a good crappie, folks. I mean, a very solid crappie. All right. Back-to-back cast. Back-to-back monsters. Look at how that little thing was hooked in there, and that big old mouth. Holy cow. Son. He's as surprised as I am. What a crappie. 2 crappie and 2 casts. 1/80th of an ounce. 1.25 inch. Bobby garland. Off the banks of Norris Lake. What I'm doing is this right here. Just twitching. Just twitch, twitch. Letting it sit, let it do its thing. Oh, he hit it and I pull it out of his mouth. That's okay. Yeah, just as simple as that. Just throwing it out there. Twitch, twitch. And boom. And then all I'm doing is just paying attention to that little float. It's barely visible thanks to that sun reflecting the neon colors off of it. But that's all I'm doing, just watching that float twitch without me twitching. Once that happens, set the hook. The other little modification, which I'm sure I might have said this several times before in some videos, but the way this hook is, bend that hook up where it's pointing above the eyelet. That right there. And then, of course, I'll say it in every video fishing for crappie, bent that knot where it's facing the hook so it'll sit as natural as possible like that. And then the hard work is finding the crappie, really. Getting your lines and jigs and all that hubble up, set up. That's the easy part. Hard part is finding the crappie. Once you get that down pat, game over. Man, he hit it again. I tell you what, let me do this slight modification right there. I pulled up just maybe 2 inches at the most. The wind was blowing just quite a bit here a little bit ago, but seems like the wind's calmed down for just a moment. That's okay, because we can still catch a crappie like that right there. Golly. I wish I could tell y'all how this thing is fighting. Tell you one thing, he's fighting mad. That's the only way I can say it. That's a good crappie too. All right. Crappie number 3. And yet another dandy. Look at how that thing is hooked in its mouth right there. That's the benefit of bending that hook out. Just like that. Boy, she's just the prettiest thing. And then back out we go. Golly, look at how that worked. Shoo, Lord have mercy. Thank you, Lord. God, yeah, another beautiful crappie. I'll just have to pull it like that. Oh, don't you snap that line. I didn't get ready for the dip net. That's another solid 10-incher. No doubt about it. Oh my goodness. I have to call Uncle Brent. I cannot let this go without feeling guilty if I do not call my Uncle Brent. See, there's a bunch of kids over there playing in the water. Good for them. It's always good to get out and enjoy the outdoors. Boy, I don't know if you saw how that thing went down, but son, he went for it. Golly. Get that darn dip net ready, Crappie Kev. He's another good one. Well, I don't even have to. He might not keep. I don't think he will, though. This might be the first throwback. Yep. Pretty thing. Nope. Ain't gonna keep. Be the first throwback. But you know what? It's a good thing, though. Look how full that belly is. She's full of eggs. So this is a she. So we want to put this little munchkin back. All right, little fella, little gal, go on back. Now, don't you act a fool on me. Only I'm allowed to act a fool. There you go. There she goes. Oh, that was a good cast. Yeah, hopefully with a good cast, we'll get a good bite right here. Like that right there. Mm-hmm. Good cast. Good bite. Good crappie. All right. That's a little better crappie than that last one. I got lucky with that little baby right here. That's another solid 10-incher. When you can tell it is a keeper just by the way you're holding it, that's good fishing. That's a good crappie. That's a good way to fill your bucket up. Golly, I barely had time to set the hook on that one. Holy cow. Keep that line tight, boys. Keep that line tight. I'll pull this one in, no problem. That might not keep though. I don't think it will. Yeah, I barely have time to set the hook on that bad boy. We're in luck. That's 10.5-incher right there. Good deal. I'll keep some of the, you know, more crappie than I was going to in the cooler here for you in case you come and some reason the light switch flips off on them.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how crappie fishing is.
Yep, I do. I exactly do. So. All right, well.
Well, all right, see you in a little bit.
All right, see.
All right, was able to convince Uncle B to come on over. So that's what he's going to do. We'll see him here next little bit. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead, and I mean doggone it, folks. This is a giant crappie. Unless if my eyes are playing tricks on me, this is a humongous Sac-au-lait. Yeah, she's a good one. Oh, come on. Son, what a crappie. Holy cow. That is a giant crappie. Son, I can't tell y'all how big this thing is. This camera don't do it justice. Let me turn her around. Boy, ain't that just a pretty, beautiful crappie. Holy cow. I knew as soon as I set the hook in that fish's mouth, that was a big one. That is by far the biggest one of the day. Trying to get it where the sun's not in y'all's face. I'm sorry. Golly. That's another good one. She ain't fighting near as good as them last crappie have though. But yeah, it is another good one. Oh, this little baby's colored up a little bit. But that is still a keeper. Son. Boy, you had yourself hooked really good on that one. You weren't coming off. So pretty. That bucket's getting full, folks. Golly. Oh, I'm telling y'all. This one might not be a keeper though. Nah, I'll let her go back. Nah, that's okay. Come on back, pretty thing. Are you a little tail happy on me or something? Come on now. Get your bearings. There you go. There you go. There he is. Golly. Holy mackerel. Swimming right to me. Now he's fighting. From the bottom lip. Huh. That's a funny hook set. Look at how that was hooked. Wasn't going nowhere. That's crappie number 9. In last year's video, I mentioned that Norris Lake's crappie limit is 10. 10 keepers at 10 inches. That's number 9 right there. Last year's fishing extravaganza over here, I was tight lining using the tiny fluke and on a 1/16 ounce jig head. Same time the very next year, I'm having to use a slip bobber and a micro jig to get these fish to bite. But whatever works, works. Man, look how beautiful it is out here, especially when there's no cars. I put that on top of that darn head. Golly. That's keeper number 10 for sure. That is how quickly you can fill your bucket up with a limit of crappie. There you go. A full limit of crappie right there. Now, half of these are going to go to Uncle B. I don't want to keep them all. I did the last year. That's because I was hungry. This time around, I'm not really all that stingy. Even though I didn't have luck catching fish in the last 5 fishing trips, still got plenty of fish in the freezer. So we're going to shut the lid on this right here. Uncle B will be here very shortly. I'll let him know. There ain't no doubt about it that he can catch his limit too if he wanted to, but I'm sure he just want to come out here for fun. But that's the whole point of fishing. This right here, listen. as beautiful. But this is what it's all about. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's what they're chasing. Get a load of this, y'all. Holy cow, what a find. Check this out. That tiny bait fish right there, floating dead. That's what they're going after. This is some type of a herring. It's not a skipjack, but some type of a herring that's here in Norris Lake. This is their forage when it comes to bait fish. Now, I want you to now look, after I just now dropped it. Look at this, well, now I got it all dirty. Look at the size comparison to the live bait. To my bait. Look at that. Identical. That's why they're eating this bait up as good as they are. Look at how so similar they are. Identical in size. Similar to color. Beautiful. I love that to be able to come out here and enjoy God's great outdoors and his creation out here outside the havoc and the hustle and bustle of the chaos this world has for us here. It can't be said enough. This is just where it's at. This is my drug. And I hope one day you'll watch this video. If nobody else has influenced you, that this video here will influence you to believe that this right here is your drug too.
Do you want to say thank you for watching my daddy's videos?
Thank you for watching my daddy's videos.
Now you're just saying like a script.
I just putting my eye like buttons chain of
say it like this. Go. Be sure to like
and subscribe.
Oh my gosh, I didn't have to say nothing. Dude, you're smart. Alright, thank y'all again so much for tuning in and watching yet another episode of Crappie Kev. And we will see you all next time.
Goodbye. Goodbye.